I'm Sandra. I partnered up with Jacob for this assignment. Jacob and I are both interested in 3D animation and plan to enter the animation concentration at ETSU in the fall. So we thought it would be appropriate to center our assignment around animation. So for that, we decided to create 2 scenes through Sequencer in Unreal. For that, we used characters that we built ourselves, created 2 animations each to fire through Sequencer, and put it out. So the 2 tutorials we used were Baking Rigs in Maya by Scott Easley and How to Import a Character with Animations to Unreal Engine by Roundtable Studios. Now this tutorial was very helpful in helping us understand how to export the FBX file out of Maya correctly, because that process was more difficult than we anticipated. The second video was what we used when things weren't working. This video wasn't necessarily as helpful, but it did help us in understanding that process. So, yeah.
Once we've watched enough YouTube videos and we've discussed what we wanted to do in this project, we had discussed that we wanted to make 2 animations for 2 different sequencers in Unreal Engine. Now, the way Maya works with joints and the way Unreal Engine works with joints and stuff like that are completely different, so we basically just had to bake the animations onto the joints and export those as separate FBXs instead of just the model with the joints on it. So we actually have in Unreal 2 separate meshes with their own set of joints for 2 different sequencers, so we can have the custom animations inside of Unreal Engine. So we went through and we animated the 2 scenes that we really wanted to in Maya, and then we exported those as FBXs separately, and we added them into our Unreal project, which is just my Grayout project. And once we did, it imports the materials and the own skeletal mesh and the animation sequence itself, which we baked into the joints, and then the skeleton and then the physics assets into Unreal. And once we had all of that in here, it was pretty easy. We simply created a sequencer, and with that, let me just do this for example. All we had to do, since everything was already loaded onto the FBX that we imported, we could just have the sequencer read the FBX that we imported, and we can add the animation that we have already baked on it, and it would read out and play in Unreal Engine.